What is up, folks? Briston Gaming. We are back with another episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show will help you figure out what mods are good for you. And this week, as you can see here, we have a cool week ahead of us. We're going to cover 3 really cool server-side mods and 2 mods that are not. But before we jump into anything, again, I want to say thank you, mod authors. Thank you, community members. Everything you guys do means the world to me. Mod authors, updating stuff, community members, all the support, everything. It's so cool to have. Thank you guys so much. But now we're going to jump into the mods. And the first mod is the H7SB Farming by Ewas. Now, I love farming and fishing and stuff like that in games. And this is a cool server-side mod that tweaks the vanilla farm. So, farming can be kind of dull, plan it, forget it, walk away. Well, what this mod does is it introduces this little, as soon as it pulls up, composter. So, you take your little hoe, which is a new thing. We get some compost. Let's see, we already have a composter here. But what this composter says is anything except for plant fibers can be turned into compost. So no cans of preservatives. We want to do better in this world. So basically what it is you just throw in stuff like I've just got a bunch of rotting meat right there, and it's just making compost. And you make worms with compost. You can make compost with compost. Now this is very similar to some other mods that I've shown off for farming, but like, let's say we want to come over here to one of these yuccas. So see, it says fertilize. So you have to have a hoe and you have to have the fertilizer in your inventory. You walk up to it and then you right click and now it says dry. Well, now you pull out your watering can and there you go. You can water it. And now it says grows. And it's just a simple little thing like that. You can use worms to help speed along as well. You don't have to, though. They do just fine like this. But it's just something to give a little bit more interaction. And there's an additional thing with this mod that you can install that makes it to where instead of just sometimes getting seeds and stuff like that, you always get seeds back. And you get just as much as you put in or more. So you're kind of coming up with a net positive, which really just makes sense to me, at least, because I've done real farming in real life. And I've never only gotten one seed out of a, think of corn. Like, what? It didn't make any sense. But it's just a cool server-side mod that really kind of helps out farming and stuff and gives you a little bit more interactive without having to be like some of the overtop mods where you could have 26 or even just all kinds of crazy stuff happen to your plants. This is just, you plant your stuff, you water it, you fertilize it, come back, and you've got some decent plants. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the H7SB Domestication by Ewas, and this is a really cool mod that lets you capture wild chickens and wild pigs while you're out and about doing stuff. And you have to have tranquilizers to do this, and how you make a tranquilizer dart is you have to have snake venom, iron arrowheads, wood, and feather, and you get the snake venom by killing snakes. So, you sit here, you get your trank arrow on a bow, any kind of bow, doesn't matter, and then you shoot your animal. And then, if you can get the hitbox right, it's kind of wonky to get him. Come on. Come on. Let me capture you. It's kind of a pain to get him captured. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Why are you being like this? Okay, you know what? Screw you. We're going to go after the pig. We're going to hit the pig. We might get lucky with the pig. Sometimes it can be a real pain in the butt to snag them. But if you can get the hitbox... There we go. We picked up the pig. Cool. So now we have a pig. Where's this one? Yeah. So we have 2. We have 2 skinny boars. So we can go ahead and set them down. And it's important to note that when they're in that state like that, any little shock, so if you hit them again, you can kill them. Come on, let me pick you up, chicken. I picked up the boar. I'm in your butt now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Man, it's really hard to get the hitboxes right. So now once you have them like this, what you do is you come in your inventory and you take some feed. And then you go up to them. And you... Hey. Oop, crap. I accidentally picked it up. That's okay. Hey, buddy. I can't get the hitboxes right on anything. Come on. Come on. Let me feed you. This is a boar feed, right? Yeah, boar feed. Man, the hitboxes on this are weird. We're just going to pick that one up. I don't know why that one is still... I don't know why that one is still there. Are you dead? You okay? You okay? But other than kind of some of the wonk on this and getting the hitboxes and stuff right, it's actually a really neat mod because you can get meat and stuff from the Ooh. There it goes. Aha! We hit it just right. Ah, man. Freaking hitboxes on these things can be a pain in the ass. But now what's gonna happen is they're gonna eat. Of course I can't get it again. Come on, just I give up. The hitboxes on these are so weird, and it's asking for compost, which we have compost in here. Should need compost to feed the pig. Come on. Work. I swear, folks, the mod does work. I've been playing with it for a while, and I've gotten it to work. It's just the boxes on these are freaking wonky as hell. Or at least they can be wonky as hell. I'll place down the chicken over here. Grab the chicken feed. Okay, little guy. There it goes. So now we fed the chicken. And once it starts to do its thing, we can get eggs, or we can loot the nest, for eggs, or we can just kill it straight for meat if we wanted to. Same with the pigs. We can just straight kill them for meat once they start getting a little fatter. It's just a neat little way to have, a little animal farm, have some sounds around your base. I think it's kind of cool, at least. And it is a fun little mod, server side. You can have friends that just, their whole job is to run out and capture animals. And it's really fun watching them do it with like a primitive level 1 bow, because it's going to take forever. They'll probably get killed by the boars before they can actually capture them. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright folks, so this next mod is the H7SB Electricity, again by EWAS, and it's a really cool mod that adds in a whole bunch of electrical stuff. It adds in new generator types, it adds in a new hot wire, which is like the old electrical fence, except instead of just shocking, it catches them on fire. It adds in a robotic auger and a robotic saw. Did I say robotic? Yeah. Robotic auger. It adds colored traps, so you can actually have blade traps of different colors. It adds a laptop in that can play CDs. It adds these acid thrower traps, which launches acid. It's kind of neat. The generators, you have a small, a normal, and a large that have a lot of power. You can have colored electrical relays, so if you like just that spicing up your base with color, you can use these. Or you can use a wireless fuse box to where all the wires are hidden that come off of it. Like right now I have everything hidden. And this is one of the generators. So say turn on. Got a little fan, some lights. Some lights out here. And I just have the lights daisy chained together. Daisy chained together. Now this is actually really cool. Let's see if we can get these to trigger. Go out of God mode real quick. They do some good damage, and it's a good residual damage too, you see. Like, it's some good damage. We're going to spawn in a zombie, and we're just going to push the zombie in. Get in there, yo. He might be too close. That's kind of the downside of this is... if he's in just the right position, he's not going to get hit. These work better in a hallway. Anyway, this is the hot wire over here. We don't have that turned on. Oop. It shows we're on fire. Watch what happens when I turn this off and we walk through it. Not a whole hell of a lot of damage. It doesn't do the stun, but the fire it does, you know, burns a good bit. So you could combine these with the normal electrical fence, and not only can you get that residual damage as they run through this and into the electrical fence, the electric fence is going to stop them, and they're going to take the burn damage from these. Especially if you have a way to keep them, like, you know, kind of in between or on one. Very good trap there. I just like having the blade right there like it's a ceiling fan. That is so fun. It's just really nice to have. And these actually work really good in like a kill corridor. They can be really useful. But we're gonna drop down this here auger. Hey. And come on. Og his butt. Does some pretty good damage. It doesn't knock him back like the junk sledge does, but it does some pretty decent damage for keeping yourself safe. You can put this in a little choke point where it can just get some unfettered access to beating that ass. Here's the saw one, the chainsaw. Look at that, just absolutely shredded that guy. Oh hey buddy, where did you come from? Meet my little friend. Get him, buddy. I love that. There's so many cool things with this. The ability to have the different tools and stuff, different traps to place out is just really cool. And then the CDs here. Of course it does that. And I can't pick it up either. Come on, let me pick it up. Okay, we know what? Put another one in. Can't we? No, we can't. And this is a known bug with the mod, that sometimes it does this and you can't pick them up or do anything with them. You have to break them. We got the CD out. Yeah, we got the CD out. We can't do anything with it. It's just a neat little electricity mod, though. I mean, having all kinds of colored stuff and some new traps, server-side stuff. Kind of nice. These do good residual damage. That does good residual damage. The two little turrets can put out some pain. Not bad for a server-side mod. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. Alright, folks. So this next mod is a really cool mod that I think all of you guys are going to really appreciate. And this is the Remote Storage Access by Aiden Thorn. Now, Aiden Thorn has come out with a massive ton of mods for all different kinds of games. Most notably, some of the best ones for Valheim, which I covered way back when Valheim was still really popular. But now he's brought them to 7 Days to Die, and they're super cool because when I hit the right bracket, a little window pops up right over here. It says Nearby Storage. Now I can click on any one of these and open them up, and I have them named. I have one that's mixer stuff, and I went ahead and I threw a whole bunch of mixer stuff in. I have one that's just labeled stuff. As you see, it just has a bunch of stuff in it. You can open up any of these and you can label them whatever you want. You can call this one Misc. There we go. And we can hit right bracket to close it again and then look around. This one says use Misc. Now, of course, it doesn't show, written there, but still, I mean, it lets us be able to access it, and we know what's in there. So long as you've got these labeled the right way, you can access them. And this is what I mean. So we'll take this one here, and we're gonna change the name to Forge Stuff. So when we hit the bracket and we go to open up, we don't know what it is here yet. So we're just gonna kind of click through until we find one whose name is Forge Stuff. So now we know it's Forge Stuff. We can say this one is Forge Stuff. And then, Now we have another empty one, but as soon as we hit the right bracket and close it, we can bring it back. And now we have forge stuff, mixer, and stuff. So that's why this is such a cool mod, because you can run into your base once you've got everything set up. After a long looting day, you're like, okay, I got a whole bunch of crap I want to unload. Run into your base in the middle of your little storage area, hit the bracket, hit tab, open up stuff, and then just start transferring crap over. And then open up whatever and start transferring. It just makes so much faster instead of having to go, okay, this one to this one to this one to that one to that one. Now you can just, stand still real quick, hit a couple buttons, get done, and get back out looting and killing zombies like you're supposed to be. It's super, super cool. Thank you, Aiden Thorne, for bringing this over to 7 Days to Die. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the last mod. Alright folks, so this last mod is another super cool mod that came from an awesome mod developer, Aiden Thorne, and this is the Craft from Containers. This was my favorite mod in Valheim because I hate having to sort through and find what I need to find and wherever the hell it's just, especially if you've been playing with friends and stuff like that and they just stash crap wherever. Like, I'm meticulous about how I store my stuff, but I've got friends that don't, and this mod really helps with that because now I can craft whatever the hell I want. Just straight from, like, right here, if I want to go into the workbench and be like, okay, I want to craft an iron ladder. I don't have any forged iron in my inventory, you see. I got no forged iron. But you know what? I want to craft 5 of these bad boys. Boom, look at that. I'm going to come over here, like, you know what? I'm going to craft some glue. I ain't got no bones. I ain't got no nothing in my inventory. I'm going to craft 10. Look at that. Come over here and be like, oh, I want to make some concrete mix. I ain't got none of this stuff in my inventory, but I'm going to make 10 of it. Watch that. Boom. I love this mod so much. In conjunction with the previous mod, this makes base maintenance and everything else just a frickin' breeze, because you can do all kinds of cool stuff without having to sort through and load your inventory down. You can come in, get your crafting done here. You need to repair some stuff. Oh, look, I want to repair. I don't have any stones on me. Unfortunately, can't do that. But I can craft shit here in my thing without having to worry about it. That's what's super cool. I can craft a bone knife. I can craft that. Craft a pipe baton. I don't have to worry. I don't have to have the stuff on me to craft it. That's what's so cool about this. You can come to any workbench and craft, so long as you've got the stuff for it, straight from the containers. That's why this is such a badass mod. I love this so much just for that. It's chef's kiss magnifique is what it is. Like, I think we have the stuff to build a motorcycle, don't we? Motorcycle. No, we don't. We don't have an engine or the car battery. Poop. But man, if we did, we could be crafting ourselves a motorcycle right now. That's how cool this mod is. And I don't have any of that in my inventory. None of it. But I was able to craft it. I love this mod so much, Aiden Thorne. Thank you so much for bringing this over. But with that, folks, we are done for the week. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you had fun. If you liked the episode, make sure you like, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe now, as it does help out the channel. If you didn't like the episode, you can leave a dislike too. That is absolutely okay. But have fun, folks. Take it easy, and we will see you next time.